Everyone. The iPhone SE 2020 model ended up getting iOS 26.1, which is awesome. I love iOS 26 and is one of those really good types of updates for the most part. So let's go and see how iOS 26.1 is holding up. Now this was a pretty big size update for the most part. I'm very happy this type of phone finally got these types of updates. Now it looks like I screenshotted the release candidate, but this one was about 7.26 gigabytes on this particular iPhone, which I think is good. That means it's a good type of device for the most part. It's going to be giving you a good type of experience. Now, one of the bigger improvements that we have here is within our liquid glass. So if we go inside of settings, we now have the capability of going inside of our display and brightness toggle, and this liquid glass option, we can now go from having it clear to being tinted. So that is a really big deal. Being able to go through and switch over from a clear option to a tinted option allows you to go through and get a little bit more of like a toggling kind of change there. So I think that's really nice. I like having that type of capability. So you can now kind of interact with that and kind of change that, and I do think that's a really nice thing going there. We also have the capability within our alarm clock application to actually go through and kind of switch out and change out our alarm clock to a slide option. So we can now swipe to turn off our alarm, and I do think that is a really nice thing too. Now on top of that, with our lock screen, you can now go through and basically, as you get calls and other things on your lock screen, you can turn off that way of kind of swiping to basically toggle off your lock screen like this. So you know how you can go through and basically swipe to go into your lock screen? We can now toggle that off inside of iOS 26.1 as well. Within Apple Music, we also have the capability of swiping and going through and changing our songs via a swipe, which is another really awesome thing. There's also some security improvements and different things like that. So there are lots of cool little things like that inside of iOS 26.1. And I would highly recommend, if you're on iOS 26, install this update for sure. But if you're on iOS 18, maybe stick on iOS 18 for a little bit longer. That might be better before switching up to 26.1. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.